Hello beautiful world and welcome to Just Good Food, the live and interactive cooking show. You can cook along with me from the comfort of your own kitchen. Our recipes are tasty, easy and healthy, but they are also super quick to prepare. So if you're cooking along with me today, have your ingredients ready and let's get started. Today we're making a must-have recipe, not just for vegans, but people who are trying to cut down on meat and fish consumption. It's super tasty, great for kids as well. Kids love fish fingers. In fact, big kids love fish fingers too. It will start crumbling. You'll see it kind of crunching all together and it will start to go black. So we want to take it out of the pan just before it gets really black, and it will give our dish that flavour of the sea. You can ask me any questions that you want, whatever you have in your head, as long as it's food related, then I will answer it. It doesn't have to be to do with this recipe, but the beauty of the cook-alongs is that you can ask me questions as we cook together. And we already have a few people joining in with us and cooking along. Can you use any other type of seaweed? So, great question. There are so many different types of seaweed out there that are available now, which is amazing. But nori is the best one for this recipe and for any other fish type recipe because it's so easy to toast. If you've never heard of jackfruit before, well, you're in for a treat. Jackfruit is a really versatile fruit. And we don't want to blend this so much that it becomes a puree. We just want to blitz it a little bit so that it is like fish flakes. So I can see that we have another question from Sue, and she asked, where can you buy jackfruit? That's a really good question because as yet, Tesco don't sell it, but they definitely should. So I get my jackfruit from a Sri Lankan shop just down the road from me. Let's add all of this to the bowl and to the other ingredients and give it a good mix together. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get my hands involved, and this is what you should do at home because I see so many people that they end up using a spoon like this and things. It takes too long and we want to get it all mixed in really, really well. Can you use fresh jackfruit rather than tinned? So fresh jackfruit you can get in the UK. It isn't as readily available as tinned jackfruit. The thing about fresh jackfruit is that it can be a real pain to take apart and to get those little segments out. We just chop into this like so. Right, so if you are cooking along with me at home, you do have to make sure that you press and press and press. These are the breadcrumbs that I'm using. I am using gluten-free breadcrumbs because I'm gluten-free. If you're not gluten-free, you don't have to use gluten-free breadcrumbs. You can also use polenta. Polenta gives a really lovely yellow crumb. So we bread each and every one of these. It doesn't have to be perfect. Tasty food doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be tasty. Okay, so we've got the pan nice and hot from when we were frying the leeks before. I just kept it on a low heat and then we don't have to spend time waiting for it to heat up again. Add a little bit of the oil. And you'll see that as I'm putting these in the pan, I'm just giving them a quick turn there. I wish you were here with me because these really do smell incredible and they smell like fish. So the fishless fingers are now cooked. They're lovely golden brown, you can see. And now we're going to serve this with the aioli, which I forgot to bring over. So let me just get that. And here it is. So the aioli is literally just garlic mayonnaise. It's a perfect accompaniment to the fishless fingers. So let's try one of these with the aioli. You would not believe how much this tastes like a fish finger. It's so yummy. Not only that, Makes me think of my childhood too, and all the fish fingers I ate at that time. The nori, the seaweed, comes through so well, and that's what makes this recipe so amazing. And the jackfruit just gives it that lovely fish-like texture. Delicious. You have to try that jackfruit. It will rock your world. So thank you very much for cooking along with me. Share your pictures of your fish fingers. I want to see what you guys made and let me know how you get on. A lot of people ask me how to keep their herbs fresher for longer. Well, I've got an amazing chef's tip just for you. It's so annoying when herbs go off so quickly, but all you need to do for herbs like parsley, coriander is wash them in some water. Let's shake that water off really well. Roll it in some kitchen roll and then wrap it in some kitchen foil. But remember to write on it what it is. You can do this with all herbs except for basil. Basil is a little bit different. So with basil, what we need to do is fill this glass with some cold water. Put the basil into it so that the stems are in the water, and pop this plastic bag on top of it, and then keep it on the windowsill. With this simple tip, you can keep your herbs fresher for longer. Next up, this is what I call a 1, 2, 3. What's a 1, 2, 3? Well, it's my way of making a recipe easy to remember and quick to make. Let me show you how. We're making an amazingly healthy and easy chocolate mousse. The ingredients are 1 cup of dates, 2 small avocados and 3 heaped tablespoons of cacao. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you need to soak the dates in warm water for about 10 minutes. Once the dates are soft, you can remove them from the water. So now we cut the avocados in half and scoop the flesh into the bowl. To make it easier for yourself, use very ripe avocados. Remember those 3 scoops of cacao? Well, they're going in now too. Okay, now all we need to do is just blend this. This is going to taste like very dark chocolate. I love my mousse this intense, but if you like yours sweeter, you could use less cacao or more dates. Blend it until it's as smooth as possible. You need to get rid of all of those lumps. Spoon it out into your serving bowls. My absolutely favourite way of serving these is with frozen raspberries because they just look so pretty. Oh my god, you've got to try this.